Okay, what we'll be doing today, kids, is going through the metal reactivity lab, which you have in front of you. So the very first step says to take one test tube, which I have right here, filled with some water, and we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of universal indicator in it. This universal indicator is going to give us the color of the water to start, which is this nice green color, and we're going to go ahead and observe what happens when we add different metals to it. So the first piece of metal that we're going to add is going to be a piece of magnesium. And you can see that the color does not change from green upon adding that piece of magnesium. I'm going to do the same thing again. So you can see my water again is a nice green. And I'm going to put a piece of aluminum in this time. And you can see that adding that aluminum does not change the color of my water. I've got my third test tube ready, again starting green, and this time I'm going to add a small amount of calcium metal to the mix. Give me a second. Oh my gosh. Whoops. So I add a small amount of calcium metal, and you can see that the reaction happens right away, that it turned purple. So what you want to write in your data table is no change for the magnesium, no change for the aluminum, and purple for the calcium. Now we're going to move to step 2. Step 2, we're going to use this Bunsen burner to heat the test tubes for 10 seconds. So I'm going to go ahead and heat the magnesium one first. And you want to watch and see what happens to the color. Give it a second to get going. Once it starts bubbling, we'll count the 10 seconds. And you can see that the color has gone from a green to like a nice blue color. We're going to do the same thing now, but with the piece of aluminum. Sorry, we have to wait for it to boil. And again, you can see that it turned like a green blue. So if we look at our different test tubes now, the magnesium turned like a nice deep blue, where this is more of like a green blue. And how your universal indicator works is it works in the Roy G. Biv idea. So the more towards purple it is, the more reactive it is. So your data for the heating is the magnesium turned blue and the aluminum turned green blue. Go ahead and answer the questions with your partner now and turn that worksheet into the sub when you are done. I will give you feedback tomorrow.